One of the common questions when it comes to leaving food on the fire for Shabbat, can one go over to the pot, pick up the cover to check if it's cooked, if it's not cooked, or just to see how it's doing, or just to take a whiff, take a good smell? So, of course, it depends if it's fully cooked or not fully cooked. If it's not fully cooked, it's better not to open it, because you might be causing problems when you put it back on. Your act of putting it back on might be helping the cooking. But if it's cooked, which is usually the case, when it's already cooked, it's okay to open up the cover and put it back on, especially Shabbat morning already. You could assume it's probably cooked because it's there all night. But can one open it and start mixing it? If he sees it's not so cooked, if he sees the top, the bottom, he wants to start turning around what's going on top of the fire here. This is a big machloket, big machloket in the poskim. Some want to be matir, even moving it around because it's already cooked. Most of the time, it's already cooked. We're talking about if it's already cooked, can one mix it? If it's not cooked, of course not. But if it's already cooked, you just want to move it around to make it better and make it a little more moist in some parts of it. So this is a big machloket. The Maaseh Hamavadi says you should not mix it. Midrabanan, don't mix it. It looks like you're standing by the fire cooking. You're standing there mixing the food. It looks like cooking. It's mechzi kimevasho. It looks like cooking. But what if a person wants to just take? Now this is the main question of today. He wants to stand by the fire, take a ladle, take some of the food, put it into a bowl, and serve it. But while it's on the fire. Many times we hear that in order to take food from something on a blech, on a hot plate, on Shabbat, you have to take it off, take the food, and then put it back on. Can you take food from the thing while it's on the flame itself? While it's on the fire itself? This is a tremendous discussion, because do we say that also looks like you're cooking? I mean, you're not mixing, you're not quite mixing, you're just taking some of it and putting it into a bowl. Is that called also mechzi kimevasho? Will Hamavadi say that that's also called looking like cooking? And this is again a machloket, a big machloket. Some are machmir with regard to this. It's not clear. A lot of poskim it's not clear. And the Maisa, halacha l'va'aseh, Hamavadi is matir l'chatchila. You're allowed to do it. You're allowed to take food from the pot while it's still on the fire. And it's even better this way, because if you take it off and you start, then you start putting it back on, you're getting into discussions of chazara on Shabbat. When you take something off, you have to be careful where you put it and how long and if it's still hot. So Hamavadi says just leave it on and take from the food. However, because it's a big machloket, if you don't need to do that, it is better to take it off, take food, and then put it back on if you know what you're doing. If you know what you're doing, it is better to get all the opinions and take it off. The Ben Ish Chai is machmir, the Mishnah Berurah is machmir. But technically, if one wants to be simple and doesn't want to get into other problems, maybe it is better to follow Hamavadi's opinion and take the food while it's still on the fire. Baruch Adonai Le'olam. Amen ve'amen.